There are a lot of maps that chart the course of becoming your best self, but the majority don't tell of the tools. The journey of self-development is not measured in distance, but in cost. It is a series of private, gated passages, each with a non-negotiable price. This is why a lot of people abandon themselves halfway through the journey of becoming better because they had no idea of the cost of it. Hence, they weren't prepared with the right currency to pay. This video gives you an inventory of the inevitable costs, because to get familiar with the price list now is to grant yourself the ultimate advantage, the clarity to choose consciously whether you will pay right before you begin. The first one is the cost of consistency, and the price of this is the surrender of momentary inspiration for daily discipline. That initial rush of decision is a deceptive fuel. It is one that burns off quickly, leaving you stranded in the vast, flat plains between your dream and its reality. Here you meet the first gatekeeper, the mundane. This is the brutal arithmetic of showing up when no one is watching and the act itself feels meaningless. This is a difficult price to pay because we are wired for immediate reward. Consistency is an investment in a delayed abstract future. When the emotional eye wears off and the work remains, it is easy to believe the path is closed, not realizing the gate only opens with the steady, unglamorous coin of routine. How do you prepare for this currency? Forge your discipline not in the fire of passion, but in the cold forge of ritual. Anchor your growth not on how you feel, but to who you have decided to be. The second barricade is the toll of failure, and the price of this is your identity as a competent person. You will soon attempt something that stretches you and you will fail, a humiliating face-first collision with your own current limitations. The true barricade is the story you tell about it, and the gate here is guided by your ego, and it demands a sacrifice. To pay, you must willingly become a novice. You must embrace clumsiness, ask stupid questions, and tolerate the silent judgment of those who have never dared to approach this gate. You are paying with your pride. This is a difficult price to pay because we spend our lives building a fortress of competence. To fail feels like a demolition of that fortress. It is psychologically easier to live securely within the walls of a small known self than to risk the exposure of building a larger one. And how do you prepare your currency to pay for this? Relabel failure. See it not as a verdict, but as a data point. The price of admission is a specific, humble phrase. I don't know how to do this yet. Carry that with you. Budget for embarrassment and plan to be bad before you can be good. The third barricade is the tariff of time, and the price of this is the ghosts of your former life. Growth requires reallocating your most finite resources, and that is time. This isn't about finding time, but about divesting from one life to invest in another. And the price is the comfortable, easy activities that define your old self. You are laying to rest a former version of yourself and you will mourn them. This is a difficult price to pay because the cost feels like a loss, not an investment. The value of immediate certain pleasure vastly outweighs the abstract distant reward of a better life. The cumulative weight of these small debts of comfort is what breaks resolve. And how do you prepare your currency to pay for this? Conduct a ruthless audit of your time. See it as a budget. Every hour spent is a dollar invested in a specific version of your future. Make conscious preemptive trades. The fourth gate is the levy of loneliness, and the price for this is the comfort of the familiar tribe. As you change, your vibrational frequency shifts. The old conversations and shared distractions that once bonded you to your cycle will begin to feel hollow. The gate here is belonging. The price is the gradual estrangement from people you care about. It is paid in the awkward silence when you no longer participate in gossip, and the polite smiles you receive when you talk about your new journey to people who knows nothing about it. You're not rejecting them, neither are they rejecting you. You're simply outgrowing the shared soil that sustained the relationship. This is such a difficult price to pay because the human need for belonging is a primal instinct. To risk isolation, even for your own potential, feels like a form of social suicide. The fear of being alone or too good is a powerful deterrent. And to prepare your currency to pay for this, you need to understand that your cycle must evolve with you. You're making space for new guides and fellow travelers who resonate with your new frequency. The final hidden cost is the price of sight. Once you pass even one gate, you can never truly go back. You will see friends and family camped comfortably at a barricade they are unwilling to pay, and you will have to bite your tongue. You will see the mechanisms of their self-imprisonment and you will be forbidden from picking the lock. This is the heaviest cost. The clarity that comes with growth includes the painful awareness of other people's stagnation and the compassion to let them be. So, is the price worth it? The transaction is this: you surrender a lower, more comfortable version of your life for the chance at a higher, more authentic one. You trade the approval of the crowd for the integrity of your own soul. You exchange the certainty of who you were for the boundless potential of who you might become. The price is high. It is meant to be. That is why the path is never crowded and why the view from the top is reserved for the few who were willing to empty their pockets, shed their old skin, and pay in full for a life that is truly their own. The gate is before you. The price is clear. You have the currency. Are you willing to pay?